The news you want the second you need it. Here's a Flux Labs hobby update.
Is it Christmas? Am I missing something? Because I thought it was August. I woke up today to one of my close friends and long-term channel supporters sent me this. Well, he pre-ordered it for it to come. And I'm just blown away because number one, it's just super cool that he even did this because it just caught me off guard. I had no idea. And then secondly, more into it catching me off guard is I didn't know this thing was even a thing. I didn't even know it existed. And why is that so amazing, you might ask? Well, if you haven't noticed, I am a huge fan of classic old school movies, you know, stuff, anything from like the 80s, 90s, like it's just a big part in my life where I love them. I love a lot of movies from that time period. And one of those movies in particular that's just one of the most iconic movies on that list is Aliens. And seeing this release from Hasbro just gave me so much joy this morning. So I want to kind of share that with all of you, kind of showcase this blaster. This is just one blaster we're talking about. It's not a line or anything, but it's so epic that I just wanted to spend some time to explain what this thing is, what it comes with, what to expect, and maybe give a little bit of background as to, you know, why the blaster looks this way and just, you know, overall, like my impressions of it. So let's start off by looking at the teaser that they have provided on Hasbro Pulse. So they give us a nice 360-degree turn. We look at it and look at this thing. It shoots mega out of the front of it. I mean, that in itself, like, we need more of this. Comes with a 10-dart magazine with a counter on the side. Whoa. Inside here we have some internal workings, which is cool that they showed that to us. And yeah, I mean, packaging is beautiful. You could tell they spent a lot of time and energy in designing this, and it looks great. This blaster kind of actually subverted my expectations, if you will, because when I looked at it, I thought, oh, so we're gonna get a Colonial Marine like pulse rifle, you know, we're gonna get that thing that you see just the standard Marines having. But then after taking another look at it, I realized this looks like kind of like design language of like the power loader. It kind of looks like Ripley was given the opportunity to design her own blaster, and this is what she cooked up, which I can actually appreciate. I think that's pretty cool. That's why you have the yellow on it and how it kind of looks like the power loader a little bit, mashed up with an actual, you know, Colonial Marine pulse rifle. Let's run down the page because there's some really cool stuff in here that just kind of give me giggles just because, you know, just the attention to detail and just, you know, paying tribute to the fans really. So we start off with a line from Corporal Hicks saying, hey,
I want to introduce you to a personal friend of mine. This is an M41-A Pulse Rifle.
Really cool. And then we go into actually, you know, what this thing is. We got our price of $94.99, which, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and say that's not worth it or it is worth it, because this is clearly something for someone who's like a big fan. You know, like myself, I could definitely pay, you know, $100 for this thing because of just the cool factor. So we kind of have to shelf like, oh, well, you know, this is a rip-off, this is performance, this and that. Like, we're talking about a collector's piece at this point. So all the pre-order dates need to be in by October the 31st. And I'm trying to see when this thing will be released. These things take a while because I have the Mandalorian blaster on order, and that thing, I don't think I'm getting it for another few months, and I ordered it months ago. We got our standard rundowns of Nerf products, you know, don't shoot people in the eyes. Let's see, premium display packaging. Yeah, this packaging looks beautiful. Just look at that. The front and the back of the box look beautiful, and this is an open face box, so you can open it up and take a look at the inside. We have a moment here to look at the internals. I'm gonna turn on my performance hat for a second and basically say I don't like that they're using plastic springs, like the whole plastic thing. You're paying for a premier product here, and I just like seeing springs. I feel that they do this for cost, and me personally, when I pull a trigger and I can tell it's either a spring or one of those kind of injection molded spring things that they've been making, and there's a difference. I can tell a difference. A lot of people might not have a problem with it, but yeah, I don't like that. So we can quickly see this is essentially a rapid strike pusher in here, and underneath we can see we have a mega firing, you know, master key, if you will, where this is like built into it, so it's just truly amazing. So really cool. I will be modding this thing, so I'll be using, you know, MOSFETs or, you know, buck converters or whatever I need to do to basically keep the lights and sounds, which yes, I didn't mention yet, but there are lights and sounds in this thing with the ammo counter on the side. So It's going to be a very interesting build because I want to retain all this, you know, because I got to keep all the amazing features of this thing. But yeah, you can see there's quite a bit going on in there. All right, next section, Nerf or Nothing. So I guess I should have stated this before. This is an M41 TAC-A, so it is an actual gun that the Colonial Marines use. However, this one has been styled to look like something that's kind of influenced by the power loader. Fully motorized, flywheel mechanism on top. If the job requires more power, utilize the pump action mega barrel on the bottom. So here is where things get interesting. Is this a hamp? So let's take a look. If you look at the internal mechanism, it appears there's a trigger. So I see a catch, I see a release, I see a trigger. So it's not a hamp, which is good. I was really hoping this was not a hamp. So it looks like you prime it back, it catches, and you can fire. Cool, that's a plus. It says it would not be complete without a dart counter on the side. So we made sure to match the film's iconic red 7-segmented display. And yes, I mean, attention to detail, like I said, that is amazing. Set the number to your preference. Great. That's the other thing. I was like, is this thing preset to 10 and that's it? No, looks like you could preset, so awesome. Up to 99, but we suggest 95. I don't know what a 95 dart capacity magazine looks like, but that would be cool. I guess we could use Domachevsky's belt-driven blaster that could potentially have 95 on one belt. Every time you fire, the dart obviously will count down. That's how ammo counters work. You'll be ready to rock and roll, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, really cool. Premium decoration, yep, looks good. Do they show both sides? I think we saw a little spin of it. Hopefully they're not just showing it painted on both sides, that it actually is. I see the caution tape is on both sides. We got the numbering. Yeah, I'm just gonna say, yeah, looks like it's painted on both sides. So in the end, can I recommend the M41? Should I say everyone needs to go out there and pre-order this thing? Obviously not. You do what you want with your money. If you are a big fan of Aliens, I would recommend it. I think this is a cool thing to grab a hold of. If you're a collector or just, you know, love that iconic line, yeah, I'd say definitely grab it. But other than that, if it's not really your thing, if you don't even know what Aliens is, in that regard, can't recommend it. But for fans, definitely. What are my plans with this blaster? I'm obviously going to mod it. You know, I'm going to go in, I'm going to add, do a rewire, try to retain all the other features, you know, the sounds and lights and all that stuff, the ammo counter, keep all that in there. And of course, see if I can increase the performance of the underslung, you know, mega launcher, because I guarantee all that stuff will probably not perform the way we would like it to. The blaster looks great. I didn't talk too much about the ergo and the aesthetics. This blaster does come with a carrying handle, as you can see, and a collapsible stock, which is really cool. I didn't see much as far as sling points on it, so that's unfortunate. But it's not too hard to add some sling points to it. So I want to thank you for sharing your time with me today to look at the amazing upcoming blaster, the Aliens M41 Alpha. I think this thing is really cool, and I can't wait. And I want to give a special thanks to my Patreon supporter, Obsi, for pre-ordering one of these to have come to the channel. I can't thank you enough. I think this is truly amazing that you did that, and it was a great, pleasant surprise to a very mediocre day before that. So thank you again. I want to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and as always, happy foam flinging.